What's up, folks? Money Mike, and we are back in action. We are looking at college basketball, and it's been a pretty okay tournament. Look, a lot of people are calling it March Madness, and it is what it is. Big programs won the big game on the biggest stage, and now we're in the Sweet 16, staring down, you know, tons of SEC programs, Big Ten, and look, CBS has got to be eating this up. These are huge programs with huge fan bases. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next, as I'm sure a lot of you all are. I know a lot of you all will be watching these games live. I personally will be watching the replays and highlights, the day after. Okay, and look, I saw earlier today, which I thought was very interesting. The majority of these teams remaining in the tournament have a squad, a roster made up of players that were not at that school in freshman year. And I mean, that's NIL. We all know that at this point. One of the programs that did have a lot of their squad having started at their university is Michigan State. Another one being Purdue, and I'm going to talk about both of them real quick. Coach Tom Izzo coaches winners, so the fact that he's been able to take quite a few of their starters from freshman year to where they're at today, I think it lends a lot of I don't know. It looks good. It looks good. And I think they are bound for the Final Four. I think it was set up from day one for them to make it to the Final Four. And that's tinfoil hat, I know. But look at this bracket. Look at the teams. Look at the squads. Like, man, my tinfoil hat says Michigan State was set up for the success they're about to find. And yeah, they're probably going to match up against Auburn. Look, it's wild that we're in the Sweet 16 and we're playing for a chance to see Michigan and Michigan State in the Elite Eight, and you're going to tell me that wasn't set up? I don't know. Michigan not looking good though. I don't think they're going to make it. Honestly, I don't think the Integrity Commission or whatever the hell would allow that to happen. But look, Bruce Pearl's also a loser, so a perennial loser. Um, which means Michigan State makes it. Simple as that. And look, SEC, Florida, they've been playing pretty good all year long or all tournament long. They're not covering the number as well as a lot of people would like that to see. But someone like myself, when they're not hitting the number, people are going to start fading them. And when people fade, we hit. So look, Florida, I think they're set up also to make it to the Final Four. And look, that's chalky, 2-1. I see it. But hey, that's just what it is. And here's an upset pick for you. Calipari is taking this Arkansas team this far. And look, this hasn't been a great squad. They've been playing undisciplined many games. But I don't know. Calipari's got them playing good, you know? And look, here's another, real quick. Here's another tinfoil hat. You mean to tell me, that we're going to see Calipari facing off against Rick Pitino in 2025 in Providence, Rhode Island. You mean to tell me that like that wasn't set up? I don't know. But I don't know. But look, regardless of setup or not, Florida is a better squad. If they're hitting shots, you're not beating them. And yeah, they barely got by UConn. Um, but that's the sort of thing that wakes a team up. Uh, so I like Florida. I do. Sorry, chalk. Sorry. Um, and look, here's another upset pick for you. This Arizona squad, veteran veteran squad versus a young Duke squad, and don't you forget, yeah, Duke is here in the Sweet 16. But don't you forget, that's not Coach K on the sidelines anymore. That's a young squad on the court. And yeah, sure, Arizona year over year lose games, but I think they found a good formula for them this year that's going to take them to the Elite Eight. And I don't know where from there. I'm calling Alabama. SEC bias. I hear you. But this is going to be a good matchup. Arizona, Alabama. That is going to be a good matchup. That I think is going to be hard to predict, and we'll come back to that later. Because right here in this region, the Midwest region, they're playing in Indianapolis, meaning it's going to be a home game for Purdue. It's going to be a home game for Matt Painter and his squad that's been with him for their whole college careers. Their starting five started at Purdue. But here's the thing: contrary to Tom Izzo, Matt Painter, he coaches losers. Um, yeah, it's a home game, but yeah, I don't think they have a chance. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you who I not only think is going to win, but I know I got the script, folks. I've seen this. The Houston Cougars are winning this tournament. I don't care who it is. I'm going to go ahead and put Michigan State, um, but the Houston Cougars are going to win this game, and that's a college basketball elite tinfoil hat pick. I'll be honest. And look, Kentucky. Here's another pick for you at the very least. I think Tennessee's they're going to beat them by 10 points. It might be 99 to 89 because both these teams can shoot the lights out. But Kentucky does not play disciplined basketball, and I really think they're lucky even to be here. Um, so look, Tennessee going to be Kentucky, but it doesn't make a difference because Houston Cougars going all the way. And here's one more matchup that shoot I don't even know, and I'm not going to lie to y'all. Okay, I don't know who would win this one. I like Arizona a lot, um, so much so that I'm going to pick them. But look, it's Cougars. The Houston Cougars. Coach Sampson has got this crew playing really, really good. Strong defensively. They're hitting shots. I mean, they're hitting shots. When have we seen Houston, put up points? And the answer is right now. So, look, they're winning. They're winning this tournament. I don't even have anything else to tell you about that. But I do got one more thing to tell you, and I'm going to ask you to subscribe. I know. This is a laptop microphone. I know. But I've got other folks that want to get involved. I have ideas for entertaining broadcasts, live broadcasts, um, and I'd just like to get some support. Okay, so subscribe to the video, give it a like. Okay, very very important. You give it a like, and more so important if you want to see the development of a channel from some asshole with a laptop microphone and OBS to something great. It starts with a subscribe. So leave a subscribe, give me a comment. I love you all out there, and I would like you all to support me and my crew into making this Guerrilla Sports channel into a great sports channel. You know, uh, unlike YouTube is seeing. If I'm being quite honest with you, so stay tuned. Good luck.